Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Politics and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. All right, so today we're going to discuss the different variations of attire for work. So everything is not an extreme. It's not. It has to be this or it has to be that. But there's an across the board differentiation as far as the different attires for work. If you are a stockbroker or you work for an accounting firm or you're an attorney, if you work on Wall Street in Manhattan, then you would probably 99.999% of the time be required to dress in the traditional corporate attire. So that's going to put you in navy, black, or hues of gray suits, matching suit jacket, matching trousers. So probably more often than not, you're going to see more people in hues of gray because there are different variations of gray. You can do a spring gray, you can do a charcoal gray, and then everything in between. The most popular is probably going to be navy. Black is also popular, but sometimes black can feel a bit morbid. So you don't see black as much as you see navy or as much as you see gray. But it's definitely part of the traditional corporate attire. When it comes to that traditional attire, you want to be muted. You want to keep everything on a muted, level, laid back playing field. So like I'm wearing currently, navy blue Ralph Lauren suit, 2-button, dual vented in the back. Normally you see me wear a collar bar and raise my necktie up some. You want to keep your accessories to a minimum when it comes to traditional. So no collar bar. Wearing a tie bar, not wearing it at an angle, not wearing like for example my pipe tie bar. It probably would be okay, but just to keep it even more muted, I went with the ink pen. I have on a power tie, power suit, power tie, power steering, power moves, XLR, powder blue, canary yellow leather stitch. If I came back making good, my mama is a hey, a little something, yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, I got distracted. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But white shirt, different colors of blue from Columbia blue to electric blue. You don't want to get any darker than blue. Once you start looking at royal blue, that's a little too dark for corporate. Now, what you could do, depending on the circumstances, like for example, let's say you're doing a black suit. You can wear, of course, a white shirt, but you could also wear gray. You could also wear black. Now, here's the thing. Here's the unwritten rule about dress shirts and ties. Traditionally, your tie should be somewhat darker than your shirt. So have you ever noticed how when you see somebody with a black dress shirt on and then they have on a white tie or a red tie, it's not very appealing. And I know you know what I'm talking about. You said it, whether it's in your head or out loud, you said, I don't know. That's because of that unwritten rule. So what's darker than black? Nothing. So what you could do if you did want to wear a black suit to work and you had this nice, fresh Ralph Lauren black dress shirt, purple label, and you want to wear it to work, you could put the black dress shirt on, and let's say you have to wear a necktie to work. Put on a black necktie, solid black necktie. So you go with the monochromatic look in all black. It's still a little morbid for me, and probably a little morbid for some corporate America jobs. but it probably would pass. What I would do is stay away from the black dress shirt for traditional corporate America. I don't have any lapel pins on. I guess it just depends on your job. But if you're trying to let your work ethic and your personality shine through, and not be labeled because of maybe not knowing how to wear corporate America attire, then always err on the side of caution. So stay away from any lapel pins. You don't need them for corporate America. Now, pocket square, handkerchief. A lot of companies sell matching pocket squares and hankies for their neckwear. And it's cool, but it's a better look, not just in corporate, but in general. It's a better look if I did like with this tie, having the exact same pattern on a pocket square, it's just a little cliche. But what I did was went with the solid gold Ralph Lauren pocket square to pull out the gold in the power tie. So we're coordinated, but we're not matchy, and it's very clean. It's very neat. This shirt is French cuffed. I went with my initial cufflinks as opposed to my polo player cufflinks. Again, just keeping it completely muted. I have on a chocolate brown leather belt, simple, no polo. I have the chocolate brown polo logo belt. I want to wear that to corporate America. Just keep it simple. And I have on the brown Shanley loafers, which are clean, perfect. The tassel adds a little touch to it. Simple. Navy blue socks. Now, with socks, you're allowed to play around a little bit, just like with ties. And I will say also, when it comes to corporate America and wearing the traditional attire, power ties are always perfect. Also, foul yard patterns, Art Deco patterns, paisleys. Those always seem to go over well. I'm not going to deep dive into it today, but there are actually certain colors that you will want to wear depending on what your upcoming day has to offer. Like if you have a presentation to give to a potential client, there's certain colors that are going to trigger certain things from people. These are scientific facts. Like I said, I'm not going to deep dive into that today, but that's definitely something you want to look into when you're purchasing ties. Some corporations, like Wall Street, for example, do allow for bow ties. So bow ties are able to be worked into the traditional attire. Some places do, some places don't. That's just up to you to find out and figure out. Take a look around, look at some of the senior people at your job and kind of see what they're wearing and then build off of that. But again, if you do go with a bow tie, keep it muted in color and pattern. Again, power tie rep stripes, foul yard patterns, Art Deco patterns, simple muted Art Deco patterns, and what was the other one I said? Art Deco, foul yard, and whatever the other one was. It was another one that I mentioned, and now it's slipping my mind. But yeah, you want to, when it comes to traditional corporate America, you want to just keep everything muted, keep everything kind of understated, but you can still look sharp, look clean, and be very stylish. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the other business attire standards with the introduction and the influx of companies like Google, Amazon. A lot of companies in the Silicon Valley were and are being ran by a younger generation, more so my generation, even younger than me. And they're kind of like a little more laid back when it comes to the attire. So you have the traditional, then you have smart attire, then you or smart casual, then you have business casual, and then of course you have casual. Casual is usually reserved for casual Fridays. Um, you'll find out when we start doing the rigs, and I'll explain it more then. Casual will be reserved for casual Fridays of companies that only require a smart casual or business casual look. If you're required to dress in the traditional, then your casual Friday is probably going to be more business casual. But we'll get into all that right now. This is probably my favorite look. Just from a 9 to 5, Monday through Friday standpoint, I don't really want to have to be required to wear a suit every day. I would like to be able to step away from that and be able to do other certain things. I love to dress up, so dressing up is not an issue. I just prefer to not have to wear a suit and tie every single day. So smart casual is probably my favorite look of all of the working man's looks. So smart casual, the suit, you can still wear a suit, but it's not required. Smart casual is more dress slacks, shirts, dress shirts and sports shirts, neckwear, so ties, neckties, bow ties, and ascots are all fair game. You can wear sweaters, you can wear sports coats or blazers. So that's definitely more options and more of my alley. So what I did for our smart casual look is I went with one of my favorite pair of dress pants. It's a nice charcoal gray slim fit dress slacks, and it has a undertone, a very toned window pane pattern on it. I went with those slacks. I went with a gray herringbone dress shirt. It's a spread collar, of course. And then I went with this heraldic necktie in the college green with a purple rep stripe and the crest throughout. And then I threw on our purple label polo sweater. So it's ribbed just like a sweater is, long sleeve, got the standing jockey logo. Some smart casual looks. Some companies may require a smart casual look, but they say you can't wear any logos. Just depends. But wherever I would be, this logo would be fine. It would be accepted because Ralph Lauren is king at me. Purple label polo sweater, and that's the look. Now, if it's a little colder outside, we could I could grab my light gray tweed blazer. If it's raining outside, I could throw on one of my trench coats or my commuter coat or something of that nature. But yeah, this is the look. Brown belt, do a same hued brown loafers, some loafers, some brogues, some wingtips, even some Chelsea boots. But with the smart casual look, you have a lot more room to play with your footwear as well. Now, you will want to keep it dressy, of course, no sneakers. But yeah, you could probably do a dress boot, and you can get away with that a little bit better than you could in traditional corporate attire. So this is the smart casual look. Our next look will be business casual. Business casual. Business casual is definitely a few steps away as far as the buttoned up suit and tie dress code of corporate traditional. However, it's still a very clean look. is probably the most popular look right now in 2020 and beyond. Like I said before, a lot of companies now are being ran by gentlemen and ladies from my generation and even younger than me. And they just don't feel like you have to wear a suit and tie to work to get things accomplished every day. So, business casual is across the board probably the most popular dress code for men. Business casual, normally you can wear dress slacks, khakis, chinos, almost chinos of any color, but the khaki color, the tan hues like this sand are the most popular. Sand, Gurkha, boating khaki, the hues of khaki chinos are the most popular. But you could wear navy, you can wear Nantucket reds, depending on where you are. Like I would venture to say that if you're in the South and it's spring or summer, you can break out some of your greens. Pink might be doing a bit much, white might be doing a bit much, but yeah, the khakis, the dress slacks are all appropriate for business casual. Button-down shirts, necktie is not always an option. Most of the time, it's not required. Always a requirement. I'm sorry. Most of the time, neckwear is not a requirement at all. But you know how I roll. Button-down collared Oxfords, dress shirts, sports shirts, colors. You probably still want to try to stay a little muted with the colors, but I mean, plaid shirts, fine. I think, in business casual, it works. It really depends on the company that you're working for. Polos, you can wear polos sometimes in business casual. You can wear the knits, and please, like I said on an earlier vlog, don't button the top collar. And if you're at work, don't flip your collar up like how I flip my collar up. You probably won't want to flip your collar up if business casual is the dress code. You probably want to keep it down because you're still a professional. You're still trying to keep it professional. Outerwear you can wear. I mean, not outerwear, but jackets or whatever. You can wear blazers, sports coats. Tweeds are fine. This type of style is probably the most popular in business casual. Now, maybe not this particular jacket, not the baseball jacket, although the baseball jacket is popular, but maybe not the baseball jacket more than the chino or the windbreaker. That is probably the most popular lightweight jacket of the Ralph Lauren brand, and that's one of the reasons why, because of so many people have to have a business casual look at work, and that jacket works perfectly. You throw that jacket on with a pair of chinos, a white button-down sports shirt or dress shirt, and your favorite necktie, and you're perfect for work. You're simple, and that look is something that anybody can go with. Everybody's not like me or like you as far as being in love with style or being fashion conscious or whatever you want to call it. Some people just want to get up and go to work. A lot of people put their time and effort into other things. So they just want to keep it simple. But that's a way to keep it simple, but still be appropriate for work and still feel good about yourself when you leave the house. I went with the baseball jacket because I love baseball jackets. There's one online right now that blew my mind. I almost dropped my phone, and I will be getting that very soon. But baseball jackets is one of my favorite jackets, along with the Letterman jacket. So I went with this old school rowing. It's got the P on the front. It has the first 8 logos and everything on the back, which, depending on where you work, may or may not be over the top. But it's got the P with the oar going through it. The vintage buttons here with the P logo on it. When you unbutton it, this great tie that I found on eBay years ago. The Chaps tie. It's got the throwing oars like they're in the holder, in the wall, in the boating house. I just love this tie, man. It's simple, and it's regular Ralph Lauren, because I unlike a lot of people, I wear regular Ralph Lauren. Whatever the hell that means, I'm a Ralph Lauren guy. So if it's something Ralph Lauren, I'm willing to wear it if I like it, it's hot, and it suits me, and the price point is perfect for me. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna vent. I said I wasn't gonna vent today. Got a lot on my plate though. But there'll be other outlets for me to vent coming up real soon. Anyway, like I said, I love this tie. So I went with this tie here. Brown belt again. Now, footwear. In business casual, again, depending on your employer, you might can break out some white canvas sneakers, the Kill Shot Nikes or something like that. But just to keep it, you know what I mean, just to keep it, just to complete the look and make it do what it do, as they say. Brown penny loafers, brown boat shoes, leather or suede, and just run with it like that. Keeping things in rotation. You can do a brown hard bottom, you know what I mean, a wing tip or a tassel loafer or something like that if you want to. But you know, like I said, a brown penny loafer, throw your pennies in there. A brown boat shoe, maybe even a brown driver. For this, I got a pair of blue suede drivers that would go pretty good with this. You could do that also, but you know, business casual, like I said, is one of the more popular working attires for the working man or woman, and this is a great middle of the week business casual look for work. Okay, so our last look for the workplace casual. For a workplace that Monday through Thursday is smart casual, then this will be considered casual Friday. For a workplace whose Monday through Thursday is business casual, then this will be considered casual Friday. Now, for a traditional corporate workplace, you probably can't go this casual even on casual Friday. It really depends on the type of job that it is, and it also depends on the company. But more often than not, if your Monday through Thursday is traditional corporate attire, then this will be too casual for casual Friday. You probably will be looking at smart casual or business casual as a casual Friday for traditional corporate attire. Now, casual is jeans, khakis, chinos, dress slacks, pretty much whatever you want to wear on your legs, except for sweats, fleece sweats, performance sweats. Probably more often than not at work, you probably still can't wear those. As far as your tops, dress shirts, button-down shirts, polo knits, long sleeve, short sleeve, turtle, like pretty much anything. Some places, we're talking about work here, we're talking about casual, will even allow for t-shirts. It really just depends. And of course, jackets, whatever. Now, this look, simple, jeans. This is I've showcased these before, so obviously I really like these jeans. These are the Mallard slim fit, Sullivan slim fit denim, where they have a few mallards here, a few mallards on the bottom, a few mallards on the back. And I got this long sleeve knit polo with the left pocket that has the PRL logo with the crown over it, and then the mallard on the pocket. The placard has a tartan pattern, a beautiful tartan pattern on it that really stands out on this cranberry knit here. So what I would do to finish off the look is throw a nice turtleneck, a nice Blue Label turtleneck under it. You know, add a little extra sauce on it, and then I throw these on my feet, my rugby slippers with that same tartan pattern, just to coordinate, complete the look, put everything together, and still be me. This would be my casual look. I could get away with wearing this to my current place of employment, but my current place of employment is more smart casual or traditional corporate. So maybe on casual Friday, which I don't work Fridays. My Friday is Thursday, but maybe on Thursday I would throw something like this on, because we do sell a little bit of denim there. So maybe I would throw this on, but for the most part, my job is smart casual or traditional corporate. But this is a great casual look. Brown belt, just to keep a traditional hue on the belt. But hey, if you got a tartan belt, throw it on. If you got a yellow belt, you could probably throw that on. A red belt, solid red belt, or something of that nature. And these shoes here, if you didn't want to do these, you could definitely do some duck boots, some LL Bean boots. My low cuts would look pretty good here. Little Dunkin' Donuts, little espresso here. I'm a big fan of Dunkin' Donuts also. Now, Ralph's coffee is the best coffee in the world, hands down. But I drink a lot of Dunkin' Donuts. Now, what I don't do is I don't drink Starbucks. And it's not because I don't want to support their business, or shall I say, it's not only because I don't want to support their business, because I don't. But it's also that to me, that coffee is nasty. I don't like bitter coffee. You can add 10 bags of sugar and half a gallon of cream to bitter coffee, and to me, it still tastes bitter. So I'm just not a fan of Starbucks. But that's another episode in the books. Today we talked about work attire: business casual, smart casual, traditional corporate, and casual. It's pretty fun, informative episode, if I do say so myself. I learned a lot doing the research for this episode, because there were a few things I didn't know. So get in the comment section and tell me what you wear to work. What's your work attire requirements? Is your work business casual, or are you in corporate America, jumping off that E-train, headed to the financial district every day, and you have to wear a suit and tie Monday through Thursday, or even Monday through Friday? Get in the comment section, let me know. Real quick, and I just want to say this. It's never going to go without saying how humble and appreciative I am for all you guys' wonderful comments in the comment section. To watch the vlog faithfully every Thursday is one thing, but to get in the comment section and what I can only assume is speak your mind and tell me the truth, and when you say the vlog is great and you love it, man, it's really humbling to me, because that's one thing you don't have to do, just like you don't have to watch. So I'm doubly appreciative for that. I had a friend of mine who he'll remain nameless because he is a certified celebrity, but we was talking, and I was congratulating him on a move, and he was telling me how he been watching the vlog, man, and that he liked it, and he gonna start sending some of his non-dressing people to the vlog. And I was like, man, yo, that's really what's up, man. Like, I appreciate stuff like that, man, because people don't have to. One thing, I'm not the type of person you got to blow smoke up my ass. You ain't got to gas me, you know what I mean? So to go out your way to pay me a compliment, man to man, or a woman to man, or whatever, man, for me, it's flattering, it's humbling, and I truly appreciate it. I truly feel blessed. But what I do need you to do is hit that like, hit that subscribe, and tell a friend, because we here. Artists paint pictures, haters paint narratives. Ain't none of y'all no haters. Have a good one.